Okay, we are on the sets of a movie called Geetanjali. We have with us Kirti, who's a debutant actress, and she's with us to talk to us about as to what really makes her tick, why is she into movies, and what really makes her, well, inspired to do more when it comes to the film field. Thank you for being with us, Kirti. I know you have a lot of pleasure right now.
Thank
being
you
a
for
debutant
inviting
movie.
me here.
Oh, no problem. It's for Rose Bowl and all the channels that we have around us. For us, it's a great thing to have you over. How do you feel about being a debutant right now?
I feel really great, and my mom always wanted me to be like how she was, like
Right.
an actress, and finally I am in the sets of Geetanjali, and that too like with my dad's best friend, Priyan uncle, Lal uncle in their sets. So I'm really happy, and this is like a very comfortable set, which my very first set, and it's very comfortable because it's like a second home for me.
I can understand, true.
Because it's all dad's friends and my mom's friends. So I feel very great. I need to do a lot more nice roles like how I have in this movie. I'm just looking forward to it.
How do you feel? I mean, growing up in the shadow of a mother who's an actress, especially Menaka ma'am, and then like you said, growing up around people like Mr. Priyadarshan, who is more an uncle and a well-wisher, and then you have Mr. Mohanlal, who's a superstar. So being comfortable in this zone, but now you're going to break out of that shadow, as you would call it, being Menaka's daughter. So how has that been for you?
I always wanted to be in movies. Like I never thought that I'd end up as an actress or something, but I wanted to act. And this is a very comfortable set. I don't know how it's going to be like in my next movies. And my mom, she always wanted me and my sister. She always wanted now we are known like Menaka's daughters. Later, she always keeps saying that, later some point in life, she should be known as Kirti's and Revati's mother.
True.
So I'm just looking forward to make that name, how I can bring that name to my mom and dad, probably through nice roles and doing good movies. I would like to do some character-oriented movies.
Right.
And roles, and I'm a bit choosy on that case as well. So I'm hoping that I get better roles every time, in which I could show my talent.
Right.
So again.
So talking about character that you want to portray when it comes to movies that you're going to be doing in the future, this being your debut, tell us a little bit about what you're playing in Geetanjali.
My character is called Anjali, and she is the pair of Nishan. And there are a few happenings in the house because of which Dr. Sunny, that is Lal uncle, who's coming back. So that's the main outline of the story.
Okay, that's the outline of what Geetanjali is
Yeah.
all, or rather what your role is going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all looking forward to it because we know from what we've heard from people that it's a horror thriller based kind of
Yeah.
movie. But we'd like to also know about Geetanjali. I mean, acting in this movie, you have Mohanlal, who is of course a superstar, being there. Is he mentoring you on the set, and is he telling you stuff, or is he giving you your space to do whatever you want?
No, everyone gives me my own space. I have my own space, but still everyone gives their own tips. Lal uncle, once in a while, he does keep saying that, when I'm doing something, he gives his own ideas. Like, you could do like that, you could probably do like this. And if he sees that I'm doing something wrong, he points that out. And in case of Priyan uncle, sometimes he's happy with what I do, but he's always straightforward. He puts it right on my face. He says, if it's not nice, he says it's not nice. If it's good, he says it's good. And sometimes, even if he says it's good, I'm never happy. I go back, I check it in the monitor, and I make sure that it's okay. So sometimes what happens is, even if Priyan uncle says this take is okay, I try convincing him, saying that, maybe this take is okay, do you think? So, and he also helps me out sorting out things like that. He says, yeah, maybe you're right or whatever.
So basically, Kirti as a person is a perfectionist?
Yeah. No, in this case, I'm a perfectionist because this is my debut, and I would like to put everything in the right place. So, and every shot, I just want it to be perfect. I wouldn't say that, it's all perfect, but being my first movie, I would like to be like in a really nice position. So every shot, sometimes what happens is some shots don't go well, so he says it's not nice. when I'm doing, it's not like how finally when I end up seeing it in the monitor, it looks very different. So I might feel that I'm doing it right, and at the end when I go and look at the monitor, it's like, oh, it's not nice. And it might be the other way also, like vice versa. Sometimes I feel I'm doing it like, really bad, but when I check it in the monitor, it's like it's really nice. So I don't know what I'm doing like right now. I always end up looking at the monitor, and Priyan uncle suggests what to do, where he'll end up editing it and things like that.
Sure.
So I am being a perfectionist. I'm starting to be a perfectionist.
So how is it for you now? I mean, before you knew that you're going, or rather when you got to know that you're going to get this role in the movie, did you prepare for it in any way in front of the mirror? I mean, this is for budding actresses who are trying to aspire to enter the industry. What is it that you have done to really, perfect yourself in doing certain things? There are nuances in acting which have to be in place before you become an actress. So what is it that, did you prepare yourself for the role?
Basically,
Mentally, yes, but I'm just saying otherwise.
I have been acting in front of the mirror from my third standard, but I never told it to my mom or dad. But as soon as Priyan uncle called me up and said, there is a role that I want you to do and things like that, I again started doing it. But not very, I never planned it very much. Like, it was all of a sudden, and Priyan uncle, what he always told me was, in fact, after coming to the sets, it was after a week which I came to know the story, which is when I came to know the story. So Priyan uncle was like, you never have to plan anything. So whatever I have done till now is like, he tells me whatever I have to do, like right before the shot, and I go in, and when he says it's the take, I just do it like just like that, spontaneously. So I never plan anything before, and he specifically told me, don't plan anything, just do it like how you have to do it. And every time I take another take, it gets better. So, and I've always felt that planning doesn't help out unless and until I have a combination with Nishan or something like that. We plan out a few stuffs, but when I'm having like solo stuff to do, he tells me that don't plan too many things. Once you get into the character, once you go for the take, just be in the role of that character, whatever you were doing, and then just think what you have to do and do it like just like that. Don't think too much, don't plan too much.
So basically you do have a script that you have to follow, but then he gives you that space to be impromptu.
Yeah. There is a script to be followed. He always wants the character to be in the right place, like the role should be maintained properly, the character of the role should be maintained, but he always gives me my own space. Even I tell him, sometimes he comes, acts and shows me how to do things. And I remember one day I told him, uncle, you don't come and act me in show, I'll do it, tell me whatever is wrong, then I'll correct it. He was like, okay, fine, take your time, take your space, whatever.
Do you think that is because of the fact that he's seen you grow up with him? Do you think that could also be something? Because this again for the viewers, when Kirti here is saying Priyan uncle, it's Mr. Priyadarshan that he's talking about. So we all know he's such a fantastic director, producer, and a person who's done a lot of screenplay and so on and so forth. So coming back to Mr. Priyadarshan as a director, I mean, he gives you that space knowing that you're also part of his family per se.
Exactly. He gives me a lot of space, and he gives me time, and also he teaches very well. And I think I'm very comfortable because, yes, exactly like how you said, I'm calling him Priyan uncle. I've been seeing him since my childhood. Maybe because, that is one first reason, I would say. And then not only that, as a director, he's a very good teacher, he's a very good director, and he directs very well. He directs me very well. And every time before I go to the shot, he says, I go and ask him, is this how I do? And he directs me, okay, you could do like that, you could do like this. And when I ask him some stupid questions, he recently was like, you have too many doubts, don't you? I was like, I'm a very doubtful person, but still he has the patience to answer all my questions. So
I mean, he's got a lot of patience, I think both ways. I think you people bounce off very well with each other.
Yes.
Now, before this, did you have any kind of theatre background in school or anything like that?
No, I've never done any proper dramas or anything. I remember in my 6th standard I've done a few mimes and hardly any theatre plays or anything. I haven't done anything.
So when your mother was acting, Menaka ma'am, were you always there on the sets to see what she was doing? Has that influenced you or helped you in any way of getting
Like my
forward?
mom acting.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never been in my mom's sets, I guess, because uh, when she came back, and I probably it was in her serial sets, so I really haven't looked out like what she's exactly doing in her sets, but she gives me lots of tips in the house. Like when I see her movies, she tells me this is how you do that, this is how you do this, and as an actress, she gives a lot of tips, like what to do, what not to do, and as a mother, as an actress, both together, what she says always is you should always be at the set on time, and also you should treat everyone in the same way. That's what she gave. That's what she says every time. And as an actress, tips, lots of tips. Every day, once I finish my shooting, I go back home. I say, "This is the scene which happened. This is what I did." And she asked me to act in front of her, but I've never been able to do that. I'm very shy. Even now, I'm shy in front of her and Dad. But anyone else, I'm fine. But still, she asks me, "Is this how you did this scene?" She acts and she shows me, "Is this how you did that scene?" No. But still, no, that's how.
But that is kind of quite a challenge because, like you say, you look at yourself at the monitor, and then at the same time, your mom is asking you, did you do the scene this way? So trying to figure that out must be quite a problem. So who's the biggest critic here in the family? Is it your mother or is it you?
Sorry, who is the biggest?
Biggest critic to whatever that you do.
Yeah, probably mom, because I might give her a glimpse of what I did. I wouldn't act it out fully, like just an idea of what I did. And then she'll start like, "No, you should have done it the other way. You should have done it this way." So she gives a lot of ideas, and be it my dad or my mom, both of them, they don't like praising me obviously in front of me. So even if I do it right, they won't tell it to me. So
That must be kind of irritating. In the
yeah, that
beginning,
is
isn't it?
kind of irritating, but still it's motivating, because my mom keeps saying no, and I make her say yes, like no, I did it this way. Priyan uncle said yes, then what's wrong with you?
True.
So, but my sister, she's very encouraging. She says the truth in front of me. It doesn't matter if it's in front of me also, but if it's nice, she says nice. If it's not nice, she says that's not nice. You could do it that way. She's very encouraging as well.
So when you're talking about your sister, this is your younger sister? Or
No, it's my eldest sister.
It's your elder sister. Now, I do know when I spoke to you before that you mentioned that you're into fashion designing, and now you also have movies as a career where you just butted into. So is there some kind of synergy you're looking to, get fashion and movies some way into your life both together?
Definitely, because fashion designing is what I'm studying right now, and I would like to become a fashion designer, and that is the path that I have chosen. And movies is something which I got only because of my dad and mom are in this field, so I wouldn't like to let that go as well. So even this is also like my this acting is something which I had in my mind since when I was a kid. So I definitely don't want that to, I definitely don't want to leave that. I want film to be a part of my life. And in future, movies are not going to stay for like lifelong. So definitely fashion design is always going to be there with me. I have these ideas of also designing costumes for my dad's movies also. So I was thinking, let me first pass out. I have 1 more year left.
So how do you think it's going to be for you now, because your friends and your peers and all that know that you've gone for a film shoot and you're also acting with big stars and you're directed by a massive director, Mr. Priyadarshan. You're going to go back to college again and you're going to be sitting with your friends. Are you prepared for the pokes that you're going to get from different angles saying that, hey, you're an actress now?
I think I've already started getting pokes from different sides, but I'm very excited to get back to college and meet my friends, and they should be excited as well. And I've already started listening to the echoes of treats, treat, from all my friends. So I'm just excited to meet them. and I'm sure they'll be very happy. All of them are like, oh my god, I can't wait to say that if my friend is acting in a movie. So they're all excited. So.
In fact, I think this is the first time I've really heard of a debutante getting into a movie that's a supernatural thriller. Generally you have different streams that you get, which is the entertainer and so on and so forth. Of course, this is an entertainer as well. So when you got the script the first time and when Mr. Priyadarshan told you, okay, this is what it's going to be, you're going to be set on something that is spooky and bumps you at night, so what is your feeling to that? Did you think to yourself, oh my God, is this going to be on the lines of The Exorcist or something? Am I getting into something too fast, too soon?
Actually, yeah, because the day he called me, I was in London when I got his call. He told me, there is my next movie, Geetanjali. You are playing the role in it. You are the main lead role in it. Lal Uncle is doing Dr. Sunny and Nishan is pairing with it. I was like, oh my God! It was like, it happened all of a sudden. I was like, Uncle, are you sure? I'm not confident enough if I'll be able to do it. And I had no idea why he called me. He's never seen. I have done quite a few childhood roles when I was in my dad's own movie, and he's never seen them, I suppose. But I was wondering, why did he call me? Has he seen anything? And even if he has the confidence in me, I was wondering, how can he be so confident that even I'm not confident enough? So he was like, you don't worry about anything, I'll make you do it. And that was like a boost up. I was like, okay, he's telling me that he'll make me do it. And I came here, he never gave me the script for the first few weeks. And then I think the first few days I was really tensed. In fact, my first day, the first shot was like getting tense. So I was like, okay, let me keep the tension in me so that I don't have to act too much. And then later he was like, you need to calm down. You need to calm down, be yourselves, don't get tensed and just do it how you have to do it. Be calm. And I was really shy because there were so many people around. And but then I think it took like hardly 3 days for me to get into the role and gel up with everyone. And then I was quite okay.
I need to ask you a very straightforward question. It's not embarrassing to ask. I'm sure it's not embarrassing to answer this as well, because I've seen people go through it. After your first take, initially, you've done your first take, okay, this is it, it started. Now there's no turning back, I've done it. I've seen the lights, I'm under the camera, it's all here. What was your reaction afterwards? Everything was over. Did you go into the loo or something, look in the mirror and say, finally I've done this?
Actually, my first take, as I said, it was getting tensed. So I was actually quite okay because I was already tensed. So I didn't leave that tension for me. And then I went to the monitor. I checked it. I was quite happy with it, but still I wanted to hear it from others' mouth. So I went and asked Priyan Uncle first. He never told me anything. He was like, oh, okay, fine. And I went. My problem is once I finish it, I go and ask everyone, assistant directors, people from the unit, everyone. So everyone gives their own opinions. And I went, and then I had my sister with me that day, and I went and asked her as well. So she was like, it was okay, calm down. And then I was like, okay, fine. Then Priyan Uncle never said anything for the first few days, like, you're doing good or whatever. I was like, why is he not saying anything? And my sister was like, if he doesn't say anything, that means it's good. Because my sister has worked with him before.
Okay.
So she was like, if he doesn't say anything, that means it's good. If he says something it's bad, then it's really bad. So unless and until he says anything, you don't have to worry about anything.
True.
So I was like, okay, fine. But of course, I did go to the loo. I did that again. I tried doing that again, and I was like, okay, quite happy. I was like, okay.
So now that you've done the first bit, now there's only very little more to go till you finish and wrap up your first movie per se. What has been for you the biggest challenge as a debutant actress? I know one is definitely getting into the role and so on and so forth, but is there anything else that comes into play that for you personally has been the biggest challenge ever? Maybe living up to expectations, was that one of the biggest things?
Yeah, living up to meeting others' expectations is something very important because this is not the second part of Manichitra Tar actually. It's saying because it's not an extension of that movie.
True.
But it's just Dr. Sunny who's coming back. But obviously people think that it's the second part of Manichitra Tar and they have this thing in their mind like I'm doing I'm doing the lead role in the movie. So people think that people think me like a Shobana.
True.
So everyone many people asked me, so do you have a dance and a song in the climax like how Shobana did? Do you do all those actions what Shobana did? I was like, oh freak, no, it's not like that. It's totally different. So again, so that's the kind of expectations that people have, and also being Menaka's and Suresh's daughter, that's another thing to be, taken care of. So I have to meet a lot of expectations. So just looking forward to it. I'm hoping that it's all going good and people will be happy with whatever I do.
What happens mostly, what I've heard rather in the industry, is that once you've done your first movie, or as you're finishing your first movie, you suddenly get offers coming from different avenues. Has that happened already?
Yeah, I have started getting quite a few offers already, but again, I'm just making sure that I have a really nice role, and I would like to do some roles like really very challenging roles and movies like that. So I'm just making sure that now I have one more year left. So I'm trying to pick the best out of the offers that I'm getting.
How do you get yourself into the character and then get out of it? This is for people who want to be actresses and actors for the future. I mean, taking into consideration that you haven't taken any kind of training whatsoever.
Yeah.
Generally, people take a lot of training, you go to method acting classes and so on and so forth, and then they know how to do that, how to get out of character and get into character. How do you do that? How do you become a normal girl after playing a certain role? Is that because your character right now allows you to do that?
Getting out of the character is something very easy because I'm just back, it's just me. Getting into the character, I don't think once I get the dialogues and things, I read through it, and if there are any dialogues to be, if I have to by heart them, I by heart them. And once I get into the role, that is like probably only during rehearsal, that's when I think that okay, this is my character. And Priyan uncle, every time he keeps reminding me, see, this is your character. It's supposed to be like this. Your character is supposed to be like this. If you're angry, you have to be angry. Things like that. So he reminds me the turning points of my character, the values of my character. So that keeps repeating in my mind. Okay, this is how I am. So I don't think too much. Once I'm in the character, okay, I know who this character is, and this is how I'll probably do when I am this character. So what I try to do is I just step into the foot of that character. I just think that I am this character and I just give it out. So I don't think too much, I don't plan too much. Once I'm in that role, once I'm into that character, I just think that yes, that is me, and I just give a shot. So
now I know I'm not supposed to delve into what the character is all about too much. You've already given us a brief about it. But let's talk about your role per se. When you get into the character, is there a lot of emotion that has to, is there a lot of emoting that has to be done because your character plays a certain role? Like from being, probably very happy, from being frightened to being very scared, which is the same thing as being frightened.
Yeah.
And then,
there are certain circumstances in the climax and a few places where lots of psychological things happening. So there are a lot of challenging parts where challenging things played around at the end. So those are all like everything. I'm doing everything for the first time. Till now I've hardly smiled in the movie, so you can understand what I mean.
Yeah.
So lot to learn, lot more to go.
So hopefully the next couple of roles that you get to smile more than just be frightened all the
yeah,
time.
I might definitely get a smile at the end of this movie because the shooting is not yet over. I have a few songs coming up and there are a lot more to come. But still, I'm a very smiling person every time. So once I get into the character, I'm like, it's a totally different thing for me. So lot to learn and long way to go.
So what do you think is going to be your biggest challenge after this now? After the movie is over, is it going to be taking the roles that you want or putting your foot down and saying, no, this is what character that I need? Have you thought about that? Or is it going to be like, I know you're going to be picky and choosy as to what kind of roles you want to do, but do you think that's going to be your challenge going forward? Or do you think you're going to have, Director Priya Darshan again coming and saying, listen, I need you to do this for me as well? Is that also there in the purview of what could happen in the future?
I would like to mainly concentrate on character-oriented roles, like really some nice roles. And I don't have anything in my mind like right now, like this is the kind of character which I need to do. This is the kind of character which I would like to do. But somewhere where I get some attention, and somewhere where people could say that okay, Kirti has done this role in this movie. So where the role gets an attention. I really like the role in this Tamil movie called Marian, where Parvati had played her role in it. It was really nice. Roles like that. Those are the kind of things which I would like to work on. But of course, if Priyan uncle calls me in between, I would definitely come.
Now I know I'm getting all these calls from other people saying that enough, don't take too much of the time. She wanted back on set right now. But thank you so much. Thanks for the time with us and telling us as to what experience has been. Onam is coming up. Is there anything you'd like to tell to the people, our viewers, and everybody as to how it is for you to being someone who's come back to Kerala and you're doing it again? So anything to say about Onam and you'd like to wish our viewers? I'm sure you would like to do that.
Definitely. I would like to wish all the viewers a very happy Onam. Have a very nice Sadhya, Pookalam and everything. Once again, happy Onam everyone. And happy Onam to you too.
Thank you so much, and same to you and to everybody at home and also to the people on the sets and so on and so forth. I really thank you for spending so much time with us and being really
Thank you so much for calling me.
No problem. It's been a pleasure and I hope that you do really well. I'm sure you will, and all the best for the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.